So one of the other things that we find is not just protein and collagen is a stable protein. In fact, we know that these things cannot last for millions of years. And dinosaurs did not live in freezing liquid nitrogen. They live in climates like ours. I think in 15,000 years, all collagen should be gone.
Well, but they actually believe that dinosaurs were lived in warmer climates than what we have. And reaction rates in chemistry are exponentially dependent on temperature. Okay.
That's right.
So, I mean, as a rule of thumb, you 10 Celsius degrees temperature raise, you double the reaction rate. So you have a very small temperature raise, you're going to hugely increase the reaction rates of decomposition. Okay, so even under freezing cold conditions, collagen shouldn't have lasted till the age of dinosaurs. And by the way, collagen is an animal protein. It's not produced by bacteria or fungi. It's clearly the result of the original animal, because the major components of bones, a major non-mineral component of bones.
So in other words, it's not contamination by bacteria.
It cannot be, no. But there are other things which are even less stable than collagen. DNA is extremely unstable.
And they found DNA.
Yeah. I mean, if you might remember the 2015 Nobel Prize for Chemistry was awarded for 3 people who discovered DNA breaks down so quickly we shouldn't be alive, except for the fact that we must have repair machines to undo that damage. I mean, every cell in your body has about 1 million mutations, but we've got repair machines to undo them. But after death, DNA is going to break down extremely quickly, and we have the figures showing that even if you cooled it to -5 Celsius, which I think is about 25 American degrees, the DNA would last to about 6.8 million years, and that's about 1/10 of the claimed age of the T-Rex bone in which DNA has been clearly found.
That's right. I think at the current moment, we have at least 4 documented cases of dinosaur DNA. And one of the tests that they use to test for this is a DAPI stain test.
Right.
So do you want to explain
Oh, okay. Well,
DAPI
see,
stain?
DAPI is a flat molecule, and it lodges in the minor groove of the double helix as per this diagram. And when it does so, it actually gives off a fluorescent signal, which is very distinctive. Now, any other context, no one would doubt that this was a positive test for DNA. So when you find it in dinosaurs, you should think the same sort of thing. It's a positive test that DNA is there, and at least enough to form a double helical configuration for the DAPI molecule to lodge. So you're talking about 10 or so units long, and yet the figures of DNA breakdown show it should all be completely fragmented in about 1/10 of that supposed age if it were frozen the whole time.
So in other words, it's double helical DNA is pretty intact there. And one of the things that we know is that even background radiation alone should be enough to wipe out all these biomolecules that we're talking about if they're even 1 million years old.